Hello everyone, it's Anna, also known as that Star Wars girl, and today I'm going to be talking about the latest episode of Star Wars Resistance. Now prepare yourself to hear something incredibly stupid. So, episode starts off with green alien dude that doesn't understand humor. That's basically the Drax or the Data of the show, but I wouldn't say Data because Data's actually really intelligent. Anyway, this alien's making this big point of showing off that he got them both communicators so they can talk to each other wherever the heck they are. The main character, Kaz, is just like, oh great, I can talk to you wherever in the ship you are. And then the alien comes up, gets too close, it makes this screeching sound. So we know if the communicators get too close, there's a screeching sound. Then all of a sudden the power goes out. Oh no, the freaking power is out. You're on a barge in the middle of the ocean without power. How horrible. Then the captain just goes on this announcement saying, oh yeah, we're going to be cutting power, we're low on fuel. Again, it's a big thing about there's not enough fuel. I don't understand why they're not using the wave currents or something in the ocean to sustain this barge, but whatever. Science. Apparently the people that write this don't learn about it or anything. But anyway, continuing on. They go on this barge, and they apparently don't have any power. Then they go, and they're just like, oh, there's no power. Let's go get drinks. That's a great idea, because apparently since there's no power, it makes complete sense that let's just go out and get drinks at this restaurant where, you kind of need power to pay for things, but whatever. Logic. Let's throw it out the door. So they go, they're having drinks, then this Greedo dude comes up, and they're just like, oh yeah, he's an ace pilot. By the way, he used to be best friends with the engineer girl, the one that's the mechanic that wants to be an ace pilot, and she's mad because Kaz is getting all this attention, and the Kaz won the race and used the ship that she was supposed to get. So she's like, oh yeah, we were best friends, and he did me dirty. Kaz, on the other hand, is just like, ooh, let me go be best friends with him because he's an ace pilot, and I want to know everything about ace pilots. So while he's, smooching up to the new Greedo, they find out, oh yeah, guess what? The captain supposedly has dealings with the First Order, and he's up in this tower that everyone kind of wants to go to, but only ace pilots are allowed up there. Alright, cool, makes perfect sense. Then new Greedo's just like, yo, yeah, I kind of did her dirty, but, I want to be friends with her again. Hey, why don't you guys all come up to my tower? And then Kaz like, oh yeah, that's great. Like, can you tell me anything about the captain? And they're like, oh yeah. And then, the First Order's coming, and then Greedo is just like, yo, yeah, they're always here. And Kaz's like, what do you mean they're always here? It's like, oh, I don't pay attention to any of that. I just fly ships. It's like, alright, cool. Makes perfect sense. Said no one ever. Then Kaz is just like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to go deuces, guys, because I'm going to go spy on the First Order, but not actually tell them that. And he just makes this stupid excuse that BB-8 is running out of power. Again, no power, no fuel. Perfect sense. Science. Throw it out the door. So he takes BB-8 out to, where they do the ship watching stuff on the barge. And it conveniently happens to be where everyone else goes to go watch the ships that come in. So he goes there, thinking he's going to be all sneaky, even though he got a head start on his friends. His friends are still there when he gets there, and he's, spying on the First Order that just landed, and, they're getting off the ship. It's a red stormtrooper, guys. Really important. And then Kaz is like, oh, let's go find out what they're doing. And his friends just like, oh, alright, fine. You just wanted to watch them? Okay, no problem. This doesn't sound like a spy's mission at all. Whatever. Let's just throw caution to the wind. So they go down there. They're waiting. They are going to go, spy on the First Order. Then, alien dude is like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm here, and I'm going to listen to everything that they're saying, and I'm going to tell you on my little communicator that you have too, that I'm going to, listen to everything. Not even thinking, if we get into close proximity, it's going to make that loud, annoying screeching thing that they made a point of talking about for a minute and a half about the screeching thing. So, they go down there, and he walks right up to them, he's like, hey, my friend wants to know exactly what you're doing here. Okay, yeah, because that totally would happen. If a stormtrooper, an actual stormtrooper from the original series, if any alien came up and started asking them questions, they kind of push them to the side, or they do something, you kind of don't mess with them, even if they can't make shots. It's whatever. But no, the First Order is supposed to be these big bad guys. You can just walk right up to them and start asking them stupid questions, have no consequences whatsoever. Yeah, again, logic, caution, go on to the wind. So then, Kaz is just like, okay, let's take up the new Greedo dude. Let's take him up on his offer. Let's go up into the tower so I can spy on him, but I'm not going to actually tell anyone I'm spying. So he goes up. They're just like, oh, yeah, cool, we're up in the tower. And then the girl goes on this long rant to the guy about how she doesn't need a fancy ship. She just is a good pilot, and she's going to do better than him. And then she's like, you know what? I don't need you, and I don't need you to rub in my face that you're successful because you have all this fancy schmancy stuff. I'm leaving. Come on, Kaz. And then, of course, Kaz, kind of snuck off while she was doing this long little monologue to him. And it's like, oh no, where did he go? And then instead of, the pilots being like, oh, someone that's not supposed to be here just kind of took off. Oh yeah, no problem. Let's just chill. Let's nobody raise any alarm stuff. Alright, whatever. So she takes off, and he's just like, oh, no, don't go. New Greedo says that. And then we cut to Kaz, and he's, trying to sneak in on the First Order. And apparently there's no security on ships whatsoever. Anyway, logic to the wind again. Kaz is gonna, try to sneak in, but he can't get into the door where, the captain is. And apparently there's no security for the captain. So then, this droid is coming by. And he's just like, oh, I got this little communicator. Let's do the one smart thing this character has done in this entire series so far. He just, starts talking to the droid. We all think it's dumb, but this one sly thing that this kid does is he leaves the communicator on the platter of food that the droid is taking into the captain. One thing this kid does right. So, the robot goes in, he's got the little communicator, and Kaz can listen to everything that the captain and the First Order are saying to one another. And the First Order dude, he's like, yo, Captain, you need fuel. You're running out of energy. If you join the First Order, I'll help you. I'll give it to you. You keep getting attacked by pirates? Well, guess what? We got you, bro. You're not going to get attacked by pirates anymore. We got your back. Just sign up for the First Order. Captain's like, no, I'm not signing up for the First Order. I don't want to be part of the First Order. This is illegal. I could report this to the New Republic, and you'll get in trouble. And then First Order dude's just like, yo, well, I'll tell them all the illegal dealings you've been doing, and we'll see what the New Order or the New Republic thinks about that. Captain's like, you know what? You don't know anything that goes on in this ship. Just one shipment of fuel isn't going to do it. And then that's it. That's the end of the conversation. First Order dude gets up and is like, yeah, you'll think about this, and takes off. That's simple. That's the conversation that happens. This conversation where the Red Stormtrooper specifically comes to this barge. For some reason, this barge is important, and they want this barge that apparently has no way of getting fuel aside from outside sources, no way of getting power from the ocean that they're on top of. They don't even have solar power. Again, for some reason, it's important. So, First Order is like, alright, let's get out. Let's leave. So they're leaving. They're being chill. They're taking off. Captain's just like, huh. He's drinking his little coffee. Just like, huh. Contemplating his life and his life decisions. Droid takes the tray out. And as the droid's taking the tray out, Kaz heard everything. He's like, oh my gosh, he's talked to the First Order. This isn't the first time. He has illegal dealings. And, the pirates and the First Order, they know everything. And so then Kaz is trying to get the little communicator back. But remember how I told you about how, for a minute and a half of the episode, they talked about how when you have the two communicators close together, it makes this annoying screechy noise? That happens. That's why it comes into play right now. So, screechy noise. First Order hears it. Who's that? Who's spying on us? Let's chase him. Chasing. Kaz runs. He's running. He dives into this room behind this droid. And of course, who's there? The girl from the first episode that he raced that's like a prodigy. And her dad's the captain. And she just like, oh, I know why you're here. You're here because you like me. I was nice to you and you got the wrong impression. I'm sorry. As she flirtatiously touches him. And he's just like, what? And then she's like, my dad can't know you're in here. Get out the window. So she throws this dude out the window. Then she shuts it. And then she expects him not to freaking die. Because she threw him over the edge of a window on a barge over the ocean. Again, logic. Gone. So, stormtroopers come in. They're looking through a room. They look out the window. They don't see him. Everyone else, though, can see him on the other side of the barge. Because apparently this tower is right across from the bar where everyone hangs out. So everyone can see everything that's going on this tower and through the windows and whatnot. So they're all watching him, betting on if he's gonna fall. First Order sees him, starts shooting at him. Somehow, miraculously, BB-8 saves him. BB-8 out of everyone. BB-8 saves him by opening this door. He falls in, he runs, and he goes back to wherever the heck he was before, the part of the barge where he lives. Then the First Order is just like, to the captain, who was that? You have a spy. And then the daughter's just like, oh, that was just my friend. He was coming and visiting. He got lost. And the captain's like, you heard my daughter. He just got lost. It's like, okay, never mind that, the weird communicator sound that the stormtroopers apparently knew what the sound was, but whatever. And they're just like, okay, fine, we'll be back. You'll call us. You got our number. So they take off. Kaz goes back to his part of the barge. He's like laying down because he's tired, and everyone's just like, what the heck were you doing climbing? And he's just like, oh, I'm just tired. Don't even ask him any more about it, why the stormtroopers were shooting at him. And he's just like, oh, it was just a misunderstanding. And the girl's, she's suspicious. She's been suspicious about him from the beginning, so she knows something more is going on. And then she decides, instead of interrogating him, asking him, maybe pulling him aside, be like, yo, let's have this deep heart to heart, she throws a wrench on him because the power comes back on. It's like, alright, normal people, we get back to work, even though it's been a complete day, and, it's probably time for them to actually go to sleep, but whatever, caution to the wind. That's the episode, guys. That was the episode, and I just summed it up in 10 minutes and 50-something seconds, and I was messaging Ivan when I was filming this, and I was like, bro, you could literally take every episode from this entire season, and the entire season isn't even out yet, and you can probably sum it down into one episode and get everything across that you needed to get across, and it would be phenomenally better. So yeah, that was the episode. That was episode 4 of Star Wars Resistance. I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. It's probably for you guys. Yeah, it's 100% for you guys. Your comments keep me going. So everyone, I hope you enjoy this. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and may the Force be with you, because from this, we are going to need it if this is what they consider Star Wars standards. So everyone, again, great rest of your day. May the Force be with you.